Let me tell you the story of my life. I used to work as a realtor and unknowingly helped my wife's lover purchase an apartment. This happened just before the quarantine started. I was working in the office, handling real estate deals, when a modest and calm gentleman approached me one day. He asked for my help in finding a studio apartment. I enjoyed working with him, and we eventually found the perfect option, even securing a discount. The incident seemed forgotten at the time. However, this year, I happened to meet an acquaintance who casually mentioned seeing my wife in a particular residential complex with another man. They were seen entering and leaving together, and even came back with groceries. At first, I found it hard to believe and dismissed it, thinking to myself, how is that possible? My wife is at work all day. How can she be in two places at once? But deep down, the issue lingered in my mind. Additionally, when the quarantine began and my wife claimed that her office had moved to remote work, I questioned her words. As time passed, she continued her work routine as usual. Curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to call her office, something I had never done before. After obtaining their contact information, I made the call and was left puzzled. A friendly voice informed me that due to the pandemic, all employees had been sent to work from home. However, the company had gone bankrupt and had to lay off all its employees. This had happened a year ago. In the evening, when my wife returned home, I shared the information I had gathered and expressed my concerns. I was taken aback by her reaction. It left me in a state of shock that persists to this day. She remained remarkably composed and even calmly admitted to having a relationship with the mentioned man for over a year. However, for the sake of our son, she hesitated to end our marriage. I told her, "So you've been unemployed for a year and living with another man, leaving every day at 8 a.m. for work, but arriving at 9 a.m. It's hard for me to understand how you can be so calm about it all." My spouse raised an eyebrow and asked, "But what has changed in the house since then?" This question caught me off guard, but I took a moment to reflect. While there was always dinner and groceries in the house, I couldn't fully accept the situation. I do work, just not at the same company. They helped me find a good job, she calmly explained. I contribute to the household budget and spend the rest as I see fit. I needed an outlet because I was terribly bored with you. I have always separated my personal life clearly and fairly. For the sake of our son, I never neglected my role as a wife and mother. I have slept here every night, so there should be no reproach against me. With resolve, she got up and left the room, leaving me sitting there in complete confusion and indignation. "No, dear, this cannot continue." I caught her before she left. "I cannot agree to this arrangement, even for the sake of our child. I cannot calmly accept the fact that you are intimate with someone else while standing beside you. Now, my acquaintances know about it, and their judgments will be less than favorable." Ultimately, after discussing the matter throughout the evening, we decided to get a divorce. Our son, based on mutual agreement, stayed with her, and I packed my belongings and moved away from them. We decided to tell our son that we had an argument and that I would be living separately for a while. The truth would be revealed in due time. What happened afterwards? All the responsibilities with our son, which were previously taken care of during her supposed working hours, fell upon my wife. Taking him to school, helping him with his studies, organizing his wardrobe, attending parent-teacher meetings. These were all things our son shared with me during our weekends together. He mentioned that his mother had become stressed and unable to manage everything. Eventually, her lover no longer saw a need for her due to their infrequent meetings. Our son began insisting that he wanted to live with me because everything was more organized and he felt that I understood his routines better. In the end, our son moved in with me, and my ex-wife was left alone to deal with her accumulated problems, which I used to help solve or her lover would handle. It's ironic how things turned out, even to the point that she found herself burdened with a large loan she took out to assist him in buying an apartment. Situations like this make you believe in karma.